Morning to the Monday morning inspiration for the joy of creation and the magic of art, creativity, and play. I'm Bettina Madini, and I am your host here on today's Monday morning inspiration. And I sure hope that it does inspire you to create more, to create greater, because this is what all these episodes on Monday mornings are about. It is for you to find some tools, to find some change, maybe a different choice that you can make, or simple tools to use to create what you desire. So today I'm talking about time for planting. It is spring, and I actually started to plant my indoor seeds to have the beautiful tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes for the garden, and other nice things. I started some flowers too. So it is this great time. I also stretched a huge canvas here on the wall, which you cannot see right now. It is this time for planting seeds. Winter is over, spring is coming. And so what could you plant in your garden of life? What could you plant in your studio? So what is this actually? And is this already, when you hear this, for those of you who are watching this right now, when you hear this, is this stirring up something? Is this question alone creating something for you already? And for you artists, what could that be? So like it could be right now so very easy for the creatives, for us creatives, for you creative beings, to go into the conclusion of how bad everything is, how wrong everything is. And, doors are still locked and closed, and businesses are right now going out of business. A lot of them are, and some are not. Some new businesses are being created. So is it really all bad? What if instead we ask questions like, what could I create? What can I create? And this is also what I'm talking about when I talk about planting seeds. It's what can you actually plant in your life right now that will be the seed, that is the seed that creates for your future. It's almost like the way I sometimes love to see this, and bear with me for a moment, maybe it's even an exercise that we can do together. Let's do this right now. So just imagine you have your hand full of seeds, colorful seeds, whatever seeds that you want them to look like. Big seeds, small seeds, there are the tiniest seeds, like carrot seeds. They're like so tiny, and they make this amazing vegetable. I love carrots. I don't know about you, but I love them. So fill your hands with these seeds, and you can close your eyes if you want to, but you don't have to. And just right now, relax and feel your feet on the earth. And really connect with the planet. Let your energy, let your roots actually grow deep into the earth, like reach into the earth, down there, into the planet, to the center of the planet. And what would the earth love to contribute to you today, and to your seeds that you are holding in your hand? Just relax into that for a moment. Are your feet maybe tingling? Mine are starting to tingle. Could it be that the earth is here for you and would love to gift to you? Maybe even paint with you, create with you. And so, like, pull this energy into your body, this earth energy, allow it to flow in through your feet, up your body, everywhere, into your entire body, and into your hand, and swirl around the seeds and out through the top of your head, and then back around and around and around. Then let it flow not only through you and your body, but everywhere around you. Like a big, huge sphere. Let it like expand around you. The sphere growing bigger, 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 bigger everywhere around you. And let's go into the future just like that. Imagine you can do that. How fun would that be? Just energetically. You don't have to imagine anything. You don't have to visualize anything. Let's go to the future. Like, let's take in 20 years. And take your seeds and plant them there just like that. And then go backwards. 19 years, plant your seeds. 18 years into the future, plant your seeds. 17, 16, 15 years, 14 years, just like that. 13 years into the future, 12, 11, 10. 9 years into the future, 8 years into the future, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 years into the future, 2 years into the future, 1 year into the future, and 364 days, 363 days. Okay, don't make me count backwards now. You get the idea. And so for every day of this coming year, plant them just like that. And also 1 day into the future. And then for every hour of these 24 hours to come, yeah, let's plant some seeds there too. For your entire day, you know, up until now, to this present moment right now. That is not static as we are moving along. It is a now moment that is breathing, that is receiving from the earth, that is also gifting to the earth. Let's gift our energy to the planet. So quickly right now, if you think you ran out of seeds, what if you never run out of seeds? Let's plant some of those seeds into the past also, however far you want to go back, whether it's 1,000 lifetimes, 1,000 years, or 3 years. Whatever that past is, let's plant seeds there too and plant them to the present moment, same principle. And now breathe. Now that we have planted all the seeds, I wonder what can grow now in your life. So what can you add to your life that would have this energy of joy, ease, maybe ease, lightness, happiness, body happiness? What colors could those be that you could add to your life? And it's really like, it is planting time. And so let's do this for a moment. So it is really easy for us to not acknowledge what we have planted in the past already that is showing up now. So maybe look back at this past year or 2 years. What have you planted in the past that has shown up? Maybe in a different way. But look at that. What have you created? What has shown up? What has grown in your life? What have you added to your life? And now it's there and you take it for granted. And, we don't look there even anymore. So let's just acknowledge this for a moment. This is what you have created. And now what can you create? Now what can you plant? What can you add to your life? It might be simply adding colors. If you are an artist, what colors can you add to your life, to your artist studio, to your palette? I have added a whole bunch of different colors, different paints, some more fluid ones, some mediums. I have different brushes. It is, like, it is so much fun. It's not only the mixing colors. We can mix colors, but like we can also mix new colors when we have new things to mix with. Have you ever tried metallic paints, to mix those in and play with those? Or like whatever is fun for you. Change things around, do things different. And see, this is my latest painting here. I finished it yesterday. I move a little bit out of the way. There's a little bit of light shining here, so you cannot really see it. But here it is. And I used different colors, mixed different colors. And lately I have been in this, like in this spring mode, and like these spring greens, like see here, like all these, do you see those? These yummy, bright, fresh greens in spring, and also golds and pinks and yellows mixed together, and then some dark tones. I have to buy new paints now. I've been really playing with these turquoise and mixing in burnt sienna and raw umber and raw sienna, like these beautiful earth tones, mixing them in and creating new blends, and having liquid, very liquid paints, and have them run down on the canvas. And like, what? So if you painted a painting for you and your joy and your happiness and your seeds that you have just planted, if you painted a painting for them and for you, for now and for the future, what would you paint? What colors would you use? And what could you allow to have show up? There's a being that I'm not going to show you the painting yet. It's not there yet. Sometimes I just choose to not to. And it's a being, and it's a nature being. Like, I would say it's a nature being. This is how I perceive that being and the energy. And it's really it's a very earthy energy, and also joyful, and also really potent, and I wanted to say demanding. Yeah, maybe there is a demanding. So what can you demand now? What can you really ask for? And not just like ask for shyly, but really demand to have show up in your life, to create. Like, what can you ask of yourself? What can you step into and ask greater than you have ever asked before? And also be more demanding than you have been, whether it is demanding as far as you go, like I'm not gonna choose this anymore, and be really demanding with that. I'm gonna change this no matter what. So there's this, like, a potency behind the ask, where it's like, I'm gonna have this, like, no matter what. And be with that. And when you want to shrink back, not to go there, but to say, I know it's gonna, okay, let me say this different. When we make a greater ask, we are asking for greater, and we make our demand way bigger. Well, guess what? Things are gonna show up. And it's also what we have created in the past, where we are like, it's like we want to shrink back into this comfort zone of what, I can ask for this in the future, maybe not right now, it's so uncomfortable. But it's actually really the space that we were asking for, the greater space, a greater canvas to paint on, that is not challenging our comfort zone. But what if we don't cave in? What if we stay with it? Now it's a huge canvas stretched on the wall, and when I saw it stretched out, and I have painted large paintings like this before, but not for some time, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's going to be interesting, because I will have to have a stool to climb up and reach up there. And it's like, okay, what's it going to take for me to have a studio where I can just have these canvases stretched out flat on huge boards on the floor, and I can walk around, and I have all the space. oh, what's it going to take for this to show up? Like a studio space. That is huge. And I have space to paint all these huge paintings that want to come through. So like I chose this. I could say it's a greater ask. Hey, Bettina, paint bigger. Like I ordered a roll of canvas and I put it on the wall here. And then things come up and it's like, oh, maybe I should keep painting the smaller ones. I still have some smaller canvases, and it's like, no, let's play. Let's see what like I will have to, even it's more physical because it's bigger. I need huge brushes and my brush strokes are going to be way bigger, like whole body involved, right? But what if this is so much fun? And what can I create with my body with total ease? So this is just an example where we choose something greater, something bigger, something more demanding, something out of the comfort zone, and then things show up where we want to shrink back into the old. But what if we don't? Hey, you know what? You can trick yourself actually, and you just say, hey, you know what? I just do this just like, oh, it doesn't mean anything, it's not important, I just do this for my fun, just like an exercise, you know. So take the significance out of it and really go play. Be playful. So I'm going to be playful with this, and just also curious what can show up, while also I paint the other being that is on a smaller, it's a 24 by 18 canvas, or 20 22 by 24, 30 by, I don't know, something 30 by 24 maybe. Well, anyway, I'm also gonna keep painting her. I love painting several pieces simultaneously, and so it's gonna be fun and exciting and, you know, different. What if different is not a bad thing? So what can you plant now that will create the future you desire, if you want to have it, right? I let you go. Have a wonderful week. I see you next Monday at the same time at 9 a.m. and keep creating. Don't stop walking. Make the next step. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.